Hello and welcome back. Here we are in Grobo Dogwart's house, but we're leaving this place now. And we're onward to more adventures.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
What? Gar is sick? Why, he came from one of my one-at-the litters. My own dogs occasionally eat something that doesn't set quite right with them. When they do, I've got a herbal remedy my grandfather taught me that helps clear it right up. I have most everything on hand, but I'll be needing fennel seeds to finish it up proper. Oh yeah, fennel seeds are great. Fennel grows in the Midgewater marshes, but it's hard to find because the Knickerbrickers have a fancy for it. It might be easier to find a Knickerbricker that still has fennel caught in its pincers than to find a fresh plant. Oh my goodness. Bring the seeds back to me and I'll mix up a remedy for Gar. Wow. Fennel caught in the pincers of a giant insect. That's something.
It's terrible, just terrible.
Yeah. Knickerbrickers in the Midgewater marshes often get fennel tangled up in their pincers. If you can retrieve some seeds, I can make a remedy that should help Gar. And what else?
Might I trouble you for some help?
This is a fine farm, wouldn't you say? I haven't taken a look at it, but yeah, it is. It is good. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, yes, it is.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
Yes, life can be kind to me. My only regret is that I haven't anyone to share it with. I think you might be able to help me if you're of a mind. The widow Froghorn lives up the hill to the west, and she's a fine lady, but she won't hear of me courting her. Hmm. I've been sending letters to her for a while now, asking her to tea, to the dance, to watch over my dog, but she refuses every time. Now, Widow Froghorn, Asphodel is her right name, is always needing help around her farm. Maybe if you lend her a hand, saying a kind word about me now and then, she'll change her mind. What kind of character are you? Go west up the hill, then turn south by the fence at the top. Her farm is at the crossroads. Widow's farmhand. Really, Aldous Wadmich? That's your approach?
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
Asphodel's farm is west of here. That's an excuse. Your thoughts should be right here, focused on the fact that this is a crappy strategy. Grow some backbone. Closer to Staddle. Go up the hill to the west and turn south at the fence on the top. Don't forget to put in a good word for me every chance you get. I'm not sure I'll put a good word. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see what transpires here. Let us see.
How do you do?
Who might you be? Well, don't you remember me? Ah, you and your grief. Another farmhand Eldo sent to help me? I don't need his help. Thank you very much and good day to you. Guess you haven't noticed it's evening. But I know, you mean it in a different way. I understand. No matter how many times I tell him no, he just won't give up. I swear, there's only one thing he loves, and it's those dogs he raises. If he doesn't bark or have a tail to wag, he doesn't know the first thing about it.
Stay and have some tea.
I must beg your pardon, but it's been a bit of a trial since I lost my Bodo. If you're here to lend a hand, I won't stop you. Yeah, I'm happy to help you. It's me helping you. It's not this other dude, okay? The pipeweed is ready for harvest, so if you're still intent on helping out, you can bring it in. It's right there, on the other side of my wheat field. But you should know that I'll not change my mind about old Eldus Swadmage. Fair enough. Completely fine with me. Widow Froghorn's pipeweed.
How do you do?
My pipeweed is planted on the other side of my wheat field there. You should find some ripe pipeweed ready to harvest. Pipeweed. Where are you, pipeweed? Also known as tobacco. Pipeweed harvested from Widow Froghorn's field. Well, it's not harvested yet. Now it is. Yeah. Wow, just one? Yeah. Well, that was easy. A child would have done that.
How do you do?
I see you've harvested quite a bundle of pipeweed. Quite a bundle? That's one single plant, lady. You don't know your own crop growing stuff? Wow. You have my thanks. A helping hand is appreciated, no matter where it comes from. You say Aldo is a good, solid hobbit? You would say that, I suppose, being in his employ. Fair enough. Asphodel takes the pipeweed and hands you a folded, sealed note. Take this back to your good, solid friend, and don't read it.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Now, mind you, my mind has not been changed about old Aldo, and you can let him know that. Let's see. And of course we'll read the letter because we're nasty like that. No privacy. Widow Froghorn's note. Mr. Swadmage, I trust that you're well, and I thank you for sending someone to help out around my farm. Those bears have become most unfortunate, but not as importunate as you, sir. I must regretfully, yet forcefully, refuse your many recent proposals of courtship. I must ask that you abandon this pursuit, and bid you good day. Asphodel Froghorn. Excellent. A fine note, I might say. Let us see.
I'm sorry. My thoughts went elsewhere.
Oh yeah, stop with your excuses. You're back. How did it go? What's this? Refused again? Well, I'm not going to give up. If you go back and tell her some more of my good qualities, I'm sure she will reconsider. I'm sure of it. Did you mention how hard-working I am? I'm an honest fellow and good to my dogs. They say you can judge the worth of a hobbit by how he treats his dogs, and I treat mine like royalty. You go help her around the farm some more, and be sure to mention that. Like royalty.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Maybe not. Oh well. Asphodel mentioned in her letter that there are bears wandering closer and closer to her farm. Maybe this is a clue that she needs some help with them. A clue? It's a clue for you, not for me. Would you make your way into the woods south of her farm and drive the bears away? This might show her that I am willing to see to her safety and show how caring I can be. Is that a joke? When you're done, tell her. Quality and character, indeed.
Oh,
You haven't gotten
woe
worn out
is
already,
me.
have you? As a matter of fact, I have. But I guess I have to deal with those bears, regardless. If they're affected by the recent evils that pass through this land. It's midsummer. There's a bear. Where are the rest of the bears? Let us see. Yeah, around here. This This might take a while. I see no. If it's 5 more. Foraging brown bear. Those look like normal bears to me. Not the aggressive type. Oh, I actually feel bad feeding them. Okay, so we found plenty of bears. Soon we'll learn. So that's how you court women? You just kill bears. And then say that you've done it in the name of the actual person who is supposed to flirt with you or whatever. It is plain ridiculous.
Good day.
Sent you again, did he? That elder swat mage is certainly persistent. I'll give him that at least. He's honest too? I'm glad you shared that information, Basilbur, because it's certainly important. Or perhaps it isn't. Tell him that I appreciate the help around here, but my answer is still no.
How do you do?
Eldo is surely persistent. He seems to have a very good heart. Oh, really? How do you know that? Certainly he hasn't sacrificed much if he has a good heart, so I have my doubts.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
Still, no, she's fickle to be sure, but she's the finest lady in Staddle. Well, regardless, I think you made another fine impression. You're doing wonderfully, Basilbur.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
Asphodel keeps her farm going by selling her goods at the farmer's market. I made a deal with Hemlock Grouse to pay double what others pay for her fresh vegetables. Could you go to her farm, collect the produce she means to sell and deliver it to Hemlock? Be sure to return the money to her when you're done. Farmer's market.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
You go take Asphodel's produce to Hemlock Grouse in town, and don't forget to mention my kind treatment of my dogs. That is something else. No comment here. No comment.
Good day.
Eldo didn't say a lay about, did he? And he's kind to his dogs? How about that? Since you've already proven yourself to so useful, why not take this into Staddle and sell it to Hemlock Grouse? He'll be in the town square most likely. Maybe then we can continue our discussion of Eldo Swatmage's good qualities, of which I'm sure you'll tell me there are many. Exactly. Collected produce from Asphodel Froghorn.
How do you do?
If you're going to volunteer your labor, you might as well take my produce to Hemlock Grouse. As I said, I don't mind helping you at all. But I do mind that other character who doesn't have any character. By the way, what is this here? My garden was once the finest in all of Staddle, but now... Oh yes. Let's continue with this quest as well. Misery me, you found me out. I made a deal with those wicked ruffians. They promised not to ruin my crops if I paid them. I did for a while, but when I stopped, They were true to their word, such as it is, and they ruined my lovely garden. They said their leader would be very unhappy with me if I didn't pay them, and not just that, they said he'd burn down the whole town. I heard that happened up Archet Way, and now I'm worried it'll happen to Settle too. Yeah, it's a serious issue. I know I should have said something sooner, but I was so afraid. This Sharky, wait a minute, Sharky as in Sharky? This Sharky they're trying to impress sounds fearsome. Perhaps Constable Bolger can help you stop them? Please, go tell him at once. His house is southeast of here.
Good day.
I'm so sorry about all this. Please hurry and tell Constable Bolger. I'm sure those ruffians are on their way here. Yes. Let's deal with this. This is more urgent than some produce and flirting.
Is there something I can do for you?
Old Falco has put us in a tough place, sure enough. The Blackwoods have been lurking about the Chetwood for a while now, but they seem to be getting a little bolder since these Sharkies showed up. They've started pushing folks like Falco about. Perhaps we can put an end to that here. All we can do now is wait. Back, ruffians, you'll not get through me. Okay. They always arrive in sets of 3, huh? Do you think you can fool the Blackwoods and live? Traitor, your life will end here. You just think that. You don't know the reality of it though. As I said, sets of 3. Great strategy. Ah, these fools won't stop us from getting to Falco. Get them. Do not hope to escape alive. Oh, I have high hopes of that. See? Successfully driven off the brigands. Well done. Go tell Falco he's safe. Sure thing. And rip out some more nasty stuff. Obviously good.
Hello there.
The ruffians have been driven off. They won't be coming back. Oh, thank you, friend. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. I will do my best not to mess with Sharky's men again. You do. It would be extremely wise to do that. Protecting my garden is not worth destroying my lovely town. Show good calculus. Please tell everyone how very, very sorry I am.
Stay and have some tea.
Now that Constable Bolger is safe, I can tell you more of the story. Jasper Mudbottom is the Blackwood that came to me and got me to help them. Since then, I felt terrible, and the farm has suffered as my guilt grew within me. Jasper used to live here in Settle, but joined with the Blackwoods, returning shortly before Archet burned. When he came back, he was changed. Something very different about him. Stronger and mean-spirited. If you stopped him, I might be able to get back to growing the best spike wheat in all of Greenland. Oh, you and your priorities, hobbits. Jasper lives in that fort south of here beyond Yellow Tree. He'll be too strong for you to face alone. Oh, that much is true, so we'll do it later, and I hope you'll face them alone. Fixing Falco's Folly.
How do you do?
You shouldn't face Jasper alone in his camp south of Yellow Tree. He's far stronger than he appears. Yes? And then I'll be far stronger than I am now. in some time, so don't you worry. And now, let's bring the vegetables to Hemlock Grouse. Apparently, I have a whole basket of vegetables, but it's nowhere to be found on me or on my fellow horse.
It's been a foul day, it has.
So, you've got some produce for sale from the Widow Froghorn, do you? Well, I'll be taking it. And here's the payment. And before you start thinking I've gone soft in the head, that's double what I usually pay. Aldous Swordmich and I have a standing agreement on account of he asked me to pay double for any of the widow's produce, then he gives me the difference. It's true what they say, a hobbit in love don't have no hobbit sense at all. You bring that payment back to the Widow Froghorn and don't mention the agreement I've got with Swordmich. That's part of the whole arrangement. Okay, again, no comment.
If you need something, speak up.
Let's just sell some of the stuff and repair some of the other stuff. And
Well,
let's see.
the gall of some folk.
You go take that payment back to the Widow Froghorn, but don't you tell her why I paid so much. Yeah, and she'll be wondering, no doubt. Or maybe I'll just take half, if I was that type of person, of course, for myself. And no one is the wiser.
How do you do?
This seems like a bit much. A bit much? It's like quite a bit much. Are you sure Hemlock gave you the right amount? No, don't tell me. I have a feeling Aldous Swordmich might have something to do with Hemlock's generosity. Good senses.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised at how earnest Aldous seems to be. Perhaps I should give him a chance. A courtship could be just a thing to brighten my days. Tell him that I'll consider his courting me, but he'll need to sell his dog, Juanetta. I always come down with the sneezes whenever I'm around dogs of her breed, and it is really unbearable. Hurry back with his answer. Oh, I'm all aflutter like a little hobbit girl. Juanetta the Wedge. Again, no comment. Hobbit stuff.
Good day.
Oh, I'm so excited. Please hurry and tell Mr. Swatchmich so he can make arrangements to sell that dog of his. I can't wait. You think he'll do that for you? You really think that? Him and his big, large, good heart? I'm not holding my breath.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
Sell Juanetta? I can't. I've had Juanetta here since she was a pup. She's given me litter after litter of good, strong pups. She's my prized dog. I can't sell her. If she was a hobbit and I was a dog, she wouldn't sell me, I know it. If that is what Asphodel wants, tell her I can't. I can't do it. Looks like I won't ever be courting the Widow Froghorn. Please, don't think me ungrateful for what you've done, but I just can't lose my Juanetta.
Oh, woe is me.
I hope she understands, but I just can't sell my Juanetta. I just can't. I bet she will understand. Might even like that.
Good day.
What? He won't sell that dog? Now I want him courting me even more. What loyalty, and not even to a person. You were right all along, Bassetworth. Aldous Swordmich might not be the most well-dressed hobbit in Staddle, or even the most well-spoken, but he is a good, hard-working, loyal fellow. Maybe, someday, there'll be a cure for the sneezes I get around that breed of dog, and then not even Juanetta will keep me from my Aldo. Please go tell him at once, Bassetworth.
Hello there.
Eldo's loyalty, generosity, kindness, and caring make him a fine suitor, I think. Not the most well dressed, let's see. Now I'm curious. Didn't pay attention to his attire. Let us examine closely. Yeah, the color is not the best, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, she's right. She's right.
I'm sorry. My thoughts were elsewhere.
Really? Elta looks to Juanetta. Did you hear that, Juanetta? Asphodel said yes. Bassador, I don't know if this is thanks enough for what you've done for me. Take this and know that I'll be everything I promised, Asphodel, and more. Lover's mantle. Oh. Lover's helm. Lover's shield. I have no use for any of those. So take the most expensive one, of course.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
And on that note, we shall end this episode. Farewell until next time. Bye bye.